in the previous episode.
Will Alex succeed in making $1 million?
It's been a week.
How many people has Oscar killed? Is Marty speaking Russian or German? Find out on the next episode.
Alexander, it's time.
Time for what?
It's time to show me the money. It's been 1 week.
This is such a short amount of time.
Alexander, I don't care short time or not. We said 1 week. It's been 1 week.
All right. I'm coming downstairs.
Good. Is this the money, Alexander?
This is all I can get, man. I hope you're satisfied.
You're doing good. It seems that my tactics are working.
What do you call that?
Well, Alexander, just like you, I get results as well. Now look, I have some other investors who are interested because they see the potential you have. Alexander, they have way more money than I do. Way more.
So, what are you saying?
I'm saying you do to them what you've done for me, which is the results.
I'm just trying to get home.
Alexander, you're going to get home. You're going to get home. You keep delivering, you will get home. Again, there are people with more power, more money, but they trust me just like I trust you.
Yeah, well, what if I say no?
If you say no, Alexander, then we will go back to what happened a couple days ago. You don't have a choice, Alexander.
So why are you even asking me in the first place?
Because you're going to prove to me you can do it still under better conditions. You will thrive under better conditions. All you have to do is keep delivering on what you've been doing.
All right, man.
And all will be good.
All right, I'll do what I gotta do.
I strongly believe in you.
I have no choice.
I believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
All right.
Keep delivering.
I'm gonna go back to work.
You're doing well. Oscar,
Talk to me, boss.
is the job done?
The job is definitely done.
You never fail to deliver.
No, sir. Bossman, what is this?
That's your cut.
My cut?
Yes.
Bossman, this is looking kind of thin.
Yes. Your job with other people are done, but not with me.
No. What do you mean?
Do I need to explain myself again? I said the job here is not done.
Yes, you need to explain yourself. You know what I just went through.
Of course I know what you went through. We have some new developments with Mr. Alexander. And it seems they're interested in his skills as well. So,
Wait, what do you mean these investors? Who are these friends?
my friends, colleagues, Oscar, don't ask questions. You're sounding like Alexander. I told you, the job with me is not done. With Alexander, it's not done. Now listen, instead of the 100,000 that you and I are supposed to receive, you can add another 0 to that. I think you like the sound of that, no?
You know how I operate. The
Yes.
money is good. I need respect. You are not respecting me right now.
Oscar,
What is this?
you want respect, Oscar. Who's giving you work?
What are you gonna do with that?
Don't worry what I'm going to do. You should worry about what you're going to say next. Oscar, remember, I don't operate like everybody else.
kill somebody. Talk about respect.
What are you doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? We had a deal, man. We had a deal. What are you doing now?
Forget about deals. You know what time it is.
You're right, Alexander. We did have a deal. And we still do. What's going on here?
What's going on is that deal's in the trash now.
Oscar. Oscar! You crypto people really are different. 6 months. Eat well.
People of YouTube, of cryptocurrency YouTube, they have censored me. I have people throwing rocks at me, highly criticizing my actions on my YouTube channel. The market has plunged into a full-on bear market. Everything, all the odds are stacked against me as well as you making money right now in cryptocurrency. And I'm here to say, I'm here to come out with a rally cry. I refuse to give up. I refuse to back down. I refuse to let the heat turn me into somebody I'm not. I am a cryptocurrency educator, and I will continue to do this for the rest of my life. In this video right here, I'll be turning this $1,000 that I lost so much money on into $100,000, even continue through the bear market if I have to. I will never quit. So this is part 3 to the 1K to 100K challenge. One of my biggest failures. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Pay attention. Hey guys, before we jump into the video, I just wanted to update you really quickly. There are hundreds of people impersonating me. They have made a business model out of it. These guys are making new accounts at will. They will copy my posts. They will copy my avatar. They are going to copy and paste everything about my life to convince you that they are me. You guys know the only thing I sell is the fundamentalsecrets.com, my digital course. So if you apply there, then yes, somebody will reach out. Other than that, guys, it's a scammer. Don't let them take your money. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another video. Yes, we are continuing through the bear run. I do not care. We're continuing this challenge. At the end of the day, the only people that lose are the ones that quit. Let me show you the winning circle. So if we actually broke down winning into a couple of circles, let me show you what it really takes, and then you'll start to understand my perspective. So the top circle here, this is talent. Everybody has it in certain industries. It gets you so far, but eventually you have to work hard. So I'm just going to put HW for hard work. In this circle, a lot of people just don't want to work hard. They just don't. Now, the hard workers eventually get weeded out with something called working smart. So I'll put WS. And you understand what I'm saying? They work smart. A lot of people get weeded out because they don't want to read books. They don't want to understand how to do it better. They don't want to make their craft a creative thing. They don't want to excel on a different playing field, right? And a lot of people get weeded out from winning, from working smart. The last one, I'm gonna put an R there, but it's so relevant right now, and this is resilience. You have to have all 4 of these to win. And right now is the time where you have to dig the deepest. The only people that lose are the ones that quit. Cryptocurrency is here to stay for the long run. They're attacking it currently right now, and I'll show you evidence of that with the news. Inflation, macroeconomic conditions, everything is stacked against cryptocurrency, including the people that watch my YouTube. I'm getting a lot of criticism and hate. And again, like, I'm not gonna let that ever get to me. So if you're a true fan, a true follower of my YouTube channel, you've been following me for a long period of time, this is where I thrive. And I'm telling you right now, just like the last time my YouTube channel got started during last crypto winter, I'm going to rise above. I'm going to continue making videos. I'm going to continue making money. I'm going to continue trading cryptocurrency because this is what I was destined to do. Let's come over here. Let me show you the video. Let's go to the first video I ever made from 1K to 100K. You can see it's a very popular video, 334,000. It's so crazy because, you know, I looked at it as a really bad thing at first. I was like, oh man, one of my most watched videos was a complete failure. One of my biggest videos I've ever had is a complete failure. But actually, the bigger the failure, the more resilient you become. And I'm actually grateful and thankful for the fact that the world has given me this opportunity to overcome these massive obstacles. Well, so let me give you the story. In this video, I basically justified buying a coin called RAD or Radical, right? And personally, when I look back at it, it was actually a very smart decision. I used fundamental analysis to really prick this one out, just like I do all my coins. But obviously, I'm not right 100% of the time. Newsflash, I'm a human being. My strategy does not work over and over again. And if it did, I would be a trillionaire right now. But that's not the case, right? But in this case, I just happened to put this video out at the worst possible time. It had nothing to do with Radical. It had more to do with the market in general, because right after this video, you know, just like a couple weeks later, the market went to a full-on plunge. The whole entire market fell from its all-time high. Now, I assumed Ethereum was going to go to 10K, Bitcoin was going to go to 100K, but that wasn't what the market wanted to do. The market just took, you know, and every altcoin went down. It wasn't just Radical. People were trying to be, oh, you made a bad altcoin call. No, I made a bad timing call. The timing was bad. And actually, not only the timing, but there was forces working against me. Let me show you. Actually, the Radical team reached out to me to give me some extra information. And if we come over here, this is the transaction history from the Radical protocol. They actually sent this to me and they wanted to show me something. Soon after I made that video, Radical's price increased actually a lot. If we come back over here, let's go to April 13, 2021. I happened to be right for a short period of time. And I should have sold, but I didn't, right? Because I wanted it to continue a little bit more. But if we come over to Radical here, let's go to that date and I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's put it at the 1 year. And then let me just pull this video so I can remember the date. April 13th, 2021. That was actually like right here. Look, that was an epic call. Boom. Right here, April 13th, Radical goes up to $20-something. And then as soon as we get to the top, obviously the world doesn't want people to win, right? And it's not just about me. It's about everybody, right? And somebody dumped. And I found out the person that dumped. So here's the story right here. This guy right here sold about, I think about $500,000 with Radical to USDC right here. This was 95 days ago. Let's look at the actual transaction, which is right here. Let's press view. You can see that he got about $464,000 back of USDC. And he did it on the USDC RAD pool, which wasn't that big. And what happens is when you do it on a liquidity pool and you unbalance the pool, it goes into a massive selling barrage, right? There's a lot more selling that happens to balance out the pool, right? That's how it works, automated market makers. So basically he messed up the pool and it drove the price of Radical down with his sell call as well as him disrupting the pool. Now, this is his actual Twitter. Don't give him hate, guys, please. He's a normal human being, but he did dump the price. He did cause Radical to go into a full-on plunge. I had, again, the Radical team reach out to me and show me this. It doesn't mean that like my fundamental analysis is not going to play out. It just means that it might take longer than expected. Maybe next bull run, Radical will go up or whatever the case is. When we see a large price increase, Radical to me is still a great coin. I'm just looking to accumulate more of it when it gets a little bit cheaper. Community is great. Everything I said in that video was 100% correct in my personal opinion, and I'll continue to rise. Now, this caused me to lose about 50% of the investment, I believe. I mean, the exact numbers are irrelevant. I have the exact numbers for you guys now, and we're going to be looking at that. I'm not restarting the challenge. I'm starting with that lump sum amount that I lost. That amount that I think right now it's close to 200 bucks. I think it's like 180. So I started off with 1,000. I lost a lot. I'm going to continue with that amount and still try to turn it to 100K. I told you guys it's going to be high risk, but I also told you I wasn't never going to give up. So if we come back over here, this was the second video. Again, set myself up for failure. It happened to be that I got into another coin, which is called Juro. And again, same mistake. Timing of the market. I thought the market was going to continue to the upside. Bitcoin had other options, right? It decided to continue to go down, and the market is extremely volatile. I ended up getting into a very risky coin at the time. Now, a lot of people were talking about Juro. Juro, I still think to this day, is a good coin as well. Both coins I picked, I'm going to buy more in the future. It's just the timing was off. So if you see over here, I'm buying Juro, blah, blah, blah. You can go watch the video for yourself. This is a live stream. You can go watch it for yourself. But yeah, that plunged down. And if we go over to Juro's price, let's go pull this up. But you know what they say, man? The biggest challenges make for the biggest rewards. I will never give up. We come over Juro right here. Let's go to the 1 year. Let's go to look at the exact timing, April 13th, 2021. Actually, this was the original video. Let's go back over here. This is what day was this? May 17th. So if we go over here to May 17th, again, I messed, look at the exact top, look, May 17th, it just dumps down. So I got out about right around here and I just stayed patient till then. You guys been watching my channel. I've basically been out of the market with most of my money. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over some of the recent news and then I'm gonna go into the buy call I recently did so that we can win. And I'll show you the portfolio and I'll show you how to track the portfolio so that moving forward, you don't have to wait for my videos. If we come over here, the S&P 500, which is an index of pretty much the top 500 companies in the United States, has been going on a downward spiral. This is bad. Now, the reason why this is bad is because this index is used as kind of like an indicator for all the stock market. This with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which the Dow Jones is down as well, even more, right? But these two are used to kind of assess risk assets. Are people taking more risk? Are they taking less risk? Et cetera, et cetera. And it looks like right now, people in general are not taking more risk. The market's plunging into a downward spiral. And with Bitcoin and Ethereum, the same case, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are considered risk assets. They are also down 3 point whatever percent. Now, I've been screaming on the internet that I'm going to probably start buying some crypto below 30K BTC. And I still think that maybe the market might come back. And this is why I'm making this decision. And you guys will get everything else. Now, if we look at the US currency dollar index, this has continued to rise, which shows that people are getting out of risk assets and fleeing into the dollar. The US currency dollar index is basically comparing the US dollar to the top 5 fiat currencies of the world. And you can see that I wrote out this kind of like triangle here. It was supposed to bounce off the top and come down, but nothing ever happens the way it's supposed to. People are fleeting into the dollar. So if we continue to look at this, this kind of gives you more signs. Right here, the 10-year government bond yield is on a downward spiral, which if you guys understand what the bond yield is, the more this goes down, basically means that people are buying bonds, right? Because the yield is less and less. When people buy more of an asset, the returns are less and less, right? So if this goes up, that's a negative thing. If this goes up, that's kind of showing that people are going into risk assets. They're not buying as many bonds. In this case, it's going down. So it shows that people are getting scared and they're going into safe haven assets. Now, I know Bitcoin's supposed to be a safe haven asset, but it's obviously not acting that way. Now, if we look at gold, gold looks like it's kind of a little bit, I think people are a little bit more, open to gold, being that it's been out for millions of years, right? And it's been store of value for a long time. Now, my thoughts on the market in general is, yeah, Bitcoin might not be a safe haven asset now, but in 5 years it will. Eventually it will. But some other things that I thought were interesting to just talk about before we jump into the actual buy call, because the buy call is very simple. You guys will understand me. Jack Dorsey, Elon Musk, and Cathie Wood set for a live talk during the Bitcoin conference this week. We have a Bitcoin conference. They're supposed to be talking. This is interesting. BlockFi hit with a cease and desist order in New Jersey. They're attacking cryptocurrency from all angles. I've been seeing ridiculous, like the mining, ban in China, all these different angles, regulation. They're coming at it. This is kind of interesting to me because the last time I saw a big cease and desist like this, I think was from Texas and BitConnect. And BitConnect was a clear scam. In this case, I didn't look into it, extremely detailed, but this is crazy. The fact that they basically a cease and desist is telling you to halt what you're doing in their state. So there could be a situation where other states start to say the same thing. If that was the case, then BlockFi, you're done. And if your money's on BlockFi, I highly recommend that you start to get it out. JP Morgan is on a hiring spree. They've been, and a lot of like Bank of America is going on a hiring spree too. They're buying a lot of people. They're basically investing in their infrastructure because they know that eventually cryptocurrency is going to be good. This is kind of like buying a dip because if you really think about it, anyone in blockchain right now, if they try to get a job, they're going to make less money because of the market. Like their salaries in a lot of cases are dictated by the market. So they're kind of like buying a dip by hiring all these people for cheaper salaries, right? And then if we continue to go, Bitcoin senator bans U.S. athletes from using China's digital yuan and Beijing Winter Summer Olympics. Basically, it's like a battle of the stable coins right now. What I've been noticing is there's a lot of stablecoin regulation, as you can see from here. It's hard to tell what's really going to go on in crypto. All I know is that a lot of people are fleeing to stablecoins. I typically do the exact opposite. This is why my videos get a lot of hate and criticism. Because when everybody's calling bull run, I'm not going to call bull run. I'm not going to live with exuberance. I'm going to tell you guys the truth, whether you hate it or not. So I will continue to do so. And right now, if everybody's fleeting to stablecoins, everybody's freaking out, I'm going to consider buying. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, whatever everybody else is doing. Like, sometimes, and I don't do this all the time, but sometimes I'll go look at YouTubers and see what they're saying and do the exact opposite. If they're all saying buy, like, just think about it, right? Because whatever the vast majority of people are doing it's not the right way. It's the minority of people that make money in trading in any market. The minority of people actually are profitable. I don't want to do what the sheep and the herd are doing, if that makes sense. So if we come over here, the vast majority of institutions will own cryptocurrency by 2026. What it's looking like is people are bullish on crypto. They like crypto. They just don't want to buy right now. They want to buy for a cheaper price. That's the overall sentiment. You can see it in the price. You can see it like in sentiment analysis. You can see it from all these major banks and like, for example, Fidelity Investments and stuff like that. They're all saying the same thing. Experts say that Bitcoin's undervalued, but they're just looking for a better price to buy. It's as simple as that. Here's just an article showing that Dow Jones plunging, S&P 500 plunging in general. Moving forward, I want to show you guys what I'm doing so that you can be prepared. Now, right now, it's on Uniswap, but what I plan on doing is bringing over this $200 or so. I think it's only like 170 something. What I plan on doing is bringing this over to Polygon or QuickSwap, because what I want to do is trade in and out of ETH. I'm going to be treating this a little bit different. In a bull run, what I like to do is use my cycle trading strategy with altcoins, but in an uncertain market, it's way safer for me to just trade, if that makes sense. Swing trade, you know, capture some of these trades. It's way easier for me. And this is what my coaches have been doing. And if you've been watching my channel, my coach has been repeatedly calling the $28,000 BTC price. We just happened to be right. The market continues to dump. People were saying to buy. I was not. I was staying patient. So now this is where we unload that patience, right? So if we come over here to the wallet, this is the original amount, $183. Again, guys, people that are willing to publicly display their failures, it builds character. And you should do it from yourself. You shouldn't hide, right? Like, winning knows all your deepest, darkest secrets. And if you don't face them, you're going to lose forever. I'm facing everything. So this is me facing it. I turned $1,000 into $183. But it's okay, because cryptocurrency is extremely volatile and it always comes back, right? Maybe you've seen your portfolio drop like 50%. But remember, at the same time, you probably watch your portfolio go up 3 or 4x, right? This is how it works, right? Things are not going to just go up and up. And when it does go down in crypto, these coins fall very fast, like very, very fast. So unfortunately, I just happened to start the challenge at the wrong time. If I would have started the challenge like 8 months ago, I would have already done, you know, the 100K challenge. I have 1,000 to 100K is 100x. I have multiple situations where I have 100x. Just my Ethereum buy is like a 300x. So I know I could do it. Just, again, the timing's off, and I'll continue to make more challenges. Maybe leave a comment below. One problem about this, and I've clearly stated this in other videos, is that I only had $1,000, right? So if you have more liquidity, it's easier to work with. So if you guys want, leave a comment below. If you want me to start like a 10K to 100K challenge, I can do the same thing, because if you give me 10K, I have more wiggle room. I have more margin for error, if that makes sense. It's gonna be harder. I gotta get this 200 up to 1,000 back, which will be like a 5x. It's gonna be difficult, but I think I can still do it. As long as you guys stick with me for a long period of time, probably make this series. It's probably like, this series is probably gonna be like 40, 50 videos long, but again, I'm just gonna continue to do it because I think I can. But if we come back over here, it's $183. What I wanna do is turn this into a small tutorial so you guys understand. I'm gonna bridge it over to QuickSwap and Polygon, because the transaction fees are super cheap, way cheaper than anything you can get on Uniswap. So all you have to do is go over to quickswap.exchange, and then you click bridge assets right here. It turns it into a web wallet. I've had other tutorials to show you guys this. If you don't know how to do it, it's a little bit advanced, but what I want to do is I want to bridge this Ethereum that I have here. So I'm going to click this. I'm in the same account, by the way. You can see it right here. And you basically, if we go, I'm on the Ethereum mainnet. If we click over here, you have a couple of net blockchains. What you want to do is you want to add the Polygon one, which would be Matic Network right here. There's a whole, again, there's more tutorials on my YouTube channel. You guys can watch it. There's other tutorials other places. But just to give you kind of a quick thing, move Ethereum to Polygon right here. So I have 0.1 ETH, move it over to Polygon, transfer. There you go. Continue. It's going to take 7 to 8 minutes. So we're not going to sit there and follow it, but I'm going to bridge it over now. It's saying it's sufficient balance. It's because I need gas fees. So let me reject that. So we're going to do max ether, and I'm going to leave a little bit in there. So I'll do 0.009. Yeah, I think that should be good. Oh, no, 0.09, excuse me, 0.09. So I'll leave like $30 in there. Actually, I want to leave less. So I'll do 0.099. Yeah, that's good. 0.0. And then I'll switch it to Polygon transfer, continue. And then I'll show you guys how to watch me do the trade if you want. So there you go. It's bridging over. So what you want to do now is I'm going to leave this link, this actual code in the description for you. But go to Matic. It's going to give me this code. You could take this code and go over to a website called polyscan.com. From here, I'm going to just delete this so I can show you exactly how to do it. To follow my trades, all you have to do is take this code, put it here, paste it. Again, it's not financial advice, but if you want to see what I'm doing, you want to see my research, you press enter, and you see there's no matching entries because it hasn't bridged over. Right now, we're trying to get this money onto the Polygon network, and I might bridge it to other networks like Optimism just came out. Binance Smart Chain's a good one. But for now, I'm going to be playing on Polygon. I'm making some trades, right? So this is how you're going to keep up. Just take that address, plug it in there, And by the time you watch this video, it will be there and you'll see everything open, transparent. That's the beauty of the blockchain. You can't really hide anything. As long as you have the public address, then you can see everything. And, you know, there's no like lying. That's the beauty of the internet. That's the beauty of blockchain technology. And now, if you're saying I'm lying and you don't know this and you don't know how, you know, Bitcoin works, well, joke's on you. Like J. Cole said, if you're clowning a millionaire, the joke is on you, for sure. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism, subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, I say it every time, man. And I will continue to say it for the rest of my life. If you don't get with this technology, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.